Farming Simulator 22 with me, PS Sim Gamer. First things first, you load the game and you come into this main home screen. What you're going to want to do is click Career and set yourself up a new game. Now, pick the first empty slot and we are going to start off with New Farmer Easy. And we are going to go straight to Elm Creek. This is the game, this is the map which comes with the base game. And I'm going to deselect all of the downloadable content so I can show that to you in the future. So you press cross to start the game and that will load Elm Creek up. Now as a new farmer, you get some land, you get some tools and equipment and vehicles. You also get a house with a sleep trigger, which is very useful for sure. And you also start with a couple of hints and tips when you enter the game. But first things first, let's just get our character all set up. So let me pick some different clothing. It is, I believe it is summer, so I am going to pick a t-shirt of some sort. There's plenty to choose from. Let's go with the case. Bit of pink, why not? There we go. And let's have a look at the shoes. Perfect. I don't think... Actually, we'll wear a case cap as well. And then you press circle to confirm. Once you're happy with the look and feel of your character, we go on in. So, welcome to Farming Simulator. Would you like to start a short guided tour? I'm actually going to select no for this. Okay, so this is your homestead. This is the area where you belong. Now, first things first, I want to show you how you can see what fields you own and what equipment you own. So if you click the main menu button on the PlayStation, it is the top button, the option button next to the triangle. Now, this is the area that we own. Quickest way to see this is press L3 and you'll see the farmland area which we own. Okay? So it's 3 fields plus this whole section. We own that. Okay? Now, next step I want to show you is on the PlayStation, hit the D-pad, and this will take you through to the place where you can buy vehicles, tools, objects. Everything is in here that you need. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to our owned items because we need to see what we own. So we have 3 tractors. We're given 3 tractors and $100,000 when we enter this game. Now, one thing to learn about the tractors is if you have a look at the bottom, you can see how much horsepower they have. So for example, this one has 190 horsepower, this John Deere has 175, and this one has 170. Now, the great thing is, these are all new. At the bottom you can see 0 months and there's 0% maintenance. So everything on this farm is given to you new. The other thing that you can see on here is the miles per hour, how fast the vehicle can go. So this one is 21 miles an hour. You see this one's 24, and again 24 miles an hour. Now, you've also got power shift, manual and power shift, and manual and power shift. So you can change the modes between manual and power shift on your game at any time. One thing to take into consideration as well is there's only so much that you can own. Only so many tools that you can own on one map. And this is the little squares, can you see the little squares? And that's called the slot count. Now, on the right-hand side, you'll see this particular tractor is plus 14. This one here is plus 16, and this one's plus 14. Right at the top next to balance, you can see the slot count. Currently, we have 1,268 slots out of 4,400. I have not personally exceeded that slot count. I'm nowhere near it on any of my maps, and I've clocked over 100 hours on maps. But it's just something to take into consideration. This is the harvester, so we've got a top liner. One of the things that you can do is if you don't want it, you can sell it. So you see the retail price. So you can sell this for 103,600. That does sound like a lot, but do bear in mind that it costs a lot more to buy that. Now, one thing to look at with the harvesters, this one in particular can hold 8,500 litres of produce, and you can see by the icons what this harvester can harvest. So we've got wheat, oat and barley, canola, sorghum, sunflowers, soybeans and corn. One thing to note, for corn and sunflowers you need different headers. This header, for example, can only do wheat, oat, barley, canola, sorghum and soybeans. To do corn, you would need a corn header, but this does corn and sunflower. So there's a couple of different headers there, and this is under tools. What else do we have? So we have a car, there's a pickup. We have a trailer, and this trailer you can see has 8 meters squared, so that's 8,000 litres capacity. Remember, our harvester is 8,500, so this is a little bit too small for what we need. But at the bottom, you can see everything, all of the icons showing up is what you can put into this trailer. That's one thing that you really do need to take note of. What can the trailer be used for? For example, you will notice grapes on this list. You would need a separate trailer for grapes. We've also got a cultivator, and I'll talk to you more about the cultivators in another episode. This one is 2.5 meters wide. This is a seeder, so you can see again, it's the same seeds, the same crops that we spoke about before, but also grass and oilseed. This is 3 meters wide. Can you see the little 3 meters? The other interesting thing is that each item tells you how much horsepower is required to pull this piece of equipment. You'll notice the tractors earlier were 170 to 190. This cultivator requires 90 horsepower. This seeder requires 125 horsepower. So you just get the gist of what is needed and how fast you can go. You can go 7 miles an hour with this seeder. It has 600 litre capacity. So all of the information that you need is all there. This is a header trailer. This is where you place the header of the harvester onto here and pull behind the harvester or on another tractor or car. And then weights. These are both 750 kilograms, and this just balances out the tractor when you are doing some work. So that is everything that you start off with on Elm Creek. But before we dive in any further, and I do want to cover this in this episode, is the settings. Now, if you go to the options menu again, go all the way to the bottom to the tractor with the cog. You can name your game here. Timescales, I actually like ×3. When you get more confident with the game, you can change the economic difficulty from easy to normal and hard. If you're struggling driving around, turn off the traffic. Seasonal growth. I will do a separate episode on seasonal growth. I'm going to leave it on for now, and we can talk about seasonal growth another time. Days per month. Now this means that August will be 1 day, you sleep. It will go on to September, you sleep. If you want to change that, you can. It goes up to 28 days per month. For now, I would always suggest to leave it as 1 day per month, because then you'll get through to your harvests faster. Fixed schedule month. This is when you want it to always be snowy, for example. So you can do March, April. You can pick your months. Snow on or off. Crop destruction, I would strongly suggest to turn this off, especially as a new player. I still have it off because I like playing the game, and I find that very annoying. Periodic ploughing, I turn this on, but again, these are things that you might want off when you're first starting the game. I'm going to leave them on so that I can teach it to you. Same with lime, same with weeds, so you have that level of control. Dirt, I would keep that as normal. Automatic start engine, this is if you want to turn the engine on or off. Stop and go braking, I keep that on. Fuel usage, I put that to normal. And AI workers, turn these all off, because if you don't, whilst the workers are working, they're also buying fuel, they're buying seeds, they're buying slurry, so we turn that off. Next section, so move down to general settings. Help window, keep all of these on, okay? I keep them on all the time. Then you've got dollars, miles, Celsius and hectares, so that's just a personal preference. Radio on or off, I keep it off. And there's also some other parts here for the camera if you need to. And there's also input controls, just in case you want to change anything here. That is available to you, okay? Sound, master, volume, vehicle monitor, environmental monitor, volume. All here for you to make changes if you need to. At the bottom, there's also a really good help guide. We will go through the majority of this together anyway, but just in case you need help quicker, it is there for you. Well, that's the first episode of this beginner's guide to Farming Simulator 22. I hope you found it useful, and I can't wait to have you on episode 2. See you soon. Bye for now.